Welcome back, Cowboys Nation. This is Dallas Game Day, and today we're diving deep. We're talking about the defense, we're talking about the third down crisis, and we're talking about how the Cowboys are positioning themselves for a turnaround. Because make no mistake, when you carry the star, you don't stop believing. And right now, the Dallas Cowboys have a chance, a real chance, to redefine the narrative. Let's start with the cold, harsh truth. The Cowboys' defense in 2025, it has hit one of its lowest points. Opposing offenses are converting third downs against Dallas at an alarming rate, over 50% in many reports. In fact, you'll see listings showing the Cowboys dead last in third down defense, unable to get off the field when it matters most. When your defense cannot stop third downs, you aren't building momentum, you're being run off the field. Drives extend, fatigue sets in, and your offense is stuck waiting for relief that never comes. What this has meant for Dallas is obvious. The defense remains on the field longer than it should. That means fewer reps for the offense, fewer opportunities to establish rhythm, fewer chances to make the explosive plays that Cowboys fans expect. Missed tackles, slow reactions, poor run fits early in downs, all these breakdowns feed the monster that is third down conversion rate. The stat doesn't lie. One of the truest indicators of a disciplined, cohesive unit is how it performs on third down. And right now, Dallas has been wrong. But here's the pivot. Here's the moment we've been waiting for. The Cowboys made moves, big moves, strategic moves. Two names you now must know, Logan Wilson and Quinnen Williams. Let's talk about what they bring and why they matter. First, Logan Wilson. Dallas traded for him to address exactly the type of failure they've been seeing. Second-level coverage breakdowns, slow reactions in nickel and sub packages, inability to hold tight ends or slot receivers. Wilson arrives with veteran instincts, 11 career interceptions, reputation for coverage savvy, proven production in complex schemes. When the ball is dumped off on third and medium, when the quarterback releases the hot read because the front collapsed, Wilson is designed to be the difference. He reads formations, steps into coverage, closes on the ball quickly. His presence gives defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus the flexibility to use faster, smarter personnel in obvious third down packages. That shift alone could change the dynamic. Then you have Quinnen Williams. This is the interior disruptor the Cowboys have lacked. For years, the narrative has been great offense, questionable defense. The trenches have been a weakness. Williams, he changes that. He collapses the pocket. He forces quarterbacks off their spots. He commands double teams, freeing edge rushers and creating chaos. The ripple effect is immediate. Shrink the pocket, shorten reads, accelerate decisions, force mistakes. On third down, that matters. Make the opposition face third and long instead of third and manageable. That's the transformation Dallas has been chasing. So yes, improvement will not happen overnight. No one's pretending this is a magic fix. Even the best defenders need time to adapt to schemes, to communication, to playing together. But the additions of Wilson and Williams represent a turning point. They address the two most glaring deficiencies in the third down struggle, interior push and second-level awareness. With those plugged in, you start to see the potential of fewer long drives by opponents, better field position battles, more punts, and yes, more wins. Let's keep in mind the bigger picture. The Cowboys' offense is still elite. The explosive plays are there. The big moments are there. What has prevented this team from truly turning the corner has been the defense, especially when the margin for error tightens. Now, and this is key, Dallas doesn't have to just hope for improvement. They have skill set changes. They have difference makers. And that gives us, Cowboys Nation, reason to believe. Make no mistake, third down defense cannot be an embarrassment. It must become a source of pride. When your defense is reliably getting off the field, your offense can breathe. You can deploy your game plan fully. You can control tempo. You can win tight games. If Logan Wilson and Quinnen Williams can elevate those areas, if they become catalysts, then this defense will no longer be the thing holding Dallas back. It will become the thing driving Dallas forward. So here's where we stand. Yes, there's still work. Yes, margin is thin, but the foundation has shifted. The Cowboys are saying offense remains our strength, but now defense will become our weapon. The star on the helmet stands for legacy, but also for reinvention. Dallas has taken a step. Now we get to watch what happens when those pieces lock in. And to you, the fan, this is your moment. Wear your jersey with pride. Keep believing. Keep showing up. Keep pushing our guys in this franchise toward the standard we expect. Because the moves have been made. The statement has been sent. Now the performance must follow. Before I sign off, I want to hear from you. Do you believe Wilson and Williams will flip the third down narrative for Dallas this season? What's the one game you're looking to as a turning point? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you believe in the star, hit like. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Dallas Game Day for all the breakdowns, reactions, and stories of our Cowboys. We ride together and we win together. Go Cowboys!